Series, Dodgers, Angels. Look who's back on the mound for the first time since 2024. Grayson Rodriguez getting the start for the Angels. That's congratulations to him. Hopefully he can keep the momentum going. He gets Teoscar Hernandez for the strikeout in the first. Fourth inning, it's 2-0 Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani.
How you like your show?
I like my show. I like that.
Okay.
Kyle Tucker. It's now 6-0. Tucker bloops one in there. Freddie Freeman scores. Tucker, by the way.
Talk about Snell.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Kyle Tucker, season high, 3 RBIs yesterday. And Roki Sasaki was excellent. By the way, that was it for Grayson Rodriguez. 3 2/3, 7 runs, 4 strikeouts. Dodgers win.
This was nice.
Austin Riley.
Well, because I got to be honest, sitting there Saturday night, I hate saying this, but I almost wanted to like jump through the net and like hold him back. He was jumping.
Well, he jumped all over that one. That's a 3-run homer.
He has
Mike
gotten hot for
Yastrzemski,
them.
6 for 10, 2 homers, 6 RBIs over his last 5 games. 9th inning, Jarren Duran, he goes down swinging. And the Braves have won 13 of 15 series to start the year.
Big leaguers are big leaguers, but Boston, as the lineup's currently constructed, they're going to have such a tough time.
We said that in
runs.
March, and it's coming.
Sitting there Saturday, it just doesn't.
Marlins Rays, Junior Caminero, his 12th. Taylor Walls.
I was asking Nays this because I heard this. A 387 average with the bases loaded. In his
Taylor
career.
Walls? Oh, for his career?
What?
You know what he's saying?
And he's a 190 hitter. That's
To the window!
Crazy, right?
To the walls. That is a basis
Can you dive in? I want somebody in edit to keep track of all the different designs of Yandy Diaz's eye black throughout the year. What do we got there? Bat?
Rays the
Whatever
one
he
to
wants.
win 6-3. Reds,
It's like
Guardians.
creativity.
Hey.
May.
The battle for the Ohio Cup
It's a big deal.
on the line. Ellie
do
De La
you got,
Cruz. De La Cruz is 11th. That cuts the lead to 2-1. Kyle Manzardo the Gardo.
Where did that come from?
What is that? I don't
What is
know.
A buddy of mine who is a Guardians fan, he came up with that.
He came up with that?
And
Try again.
Yeah. Manzardo the Gardo.
his name, Greg?
Yeah. No. It's his 3rd career multi-homer game.
6
first of the
runs for
season.
Cleveland.
Yeah, that's a power surge for the Guardians. You know, we don't really see that from them often. 7th home run of the season for J-Ram. Guardians, those 6 homers, that's the most they've hit in the game since August of 2019.
Brian Rocchio on base.
Always.
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't
Phillies,
he? Classic
Pirates,
Rocchio.
Phillies going for the sweep. Adolis Garcia draws the walk. It's the first walk issued by Skeens since April 13th.
Hey.
6th inning.
Bryce did him dirty right here.
Ooh, boy.
And then?
Second
they were
homer in
gonna
as
have a
many
moment.
days. 3-0 Philadelphia. Bryson Stott. That's in the gap. 2 runs will score. All 5 of those runs charged to Skeens. The most runs he's allowed since that opening day start against the Mets. Zack Wheeler, meantime. One day after Christopher Sanchez threw a CG, you got Wheeler, 7 innings, 8 strikeouts.
Record.
Phillies sweep 6-0 over the Pirates.
Yeah, game over 500, 24 and 23. And look at this, season splits. I mean, a 6-0 win for the Phillies over the Pirates. And from a pure D-Row recovery standpoint,
Yeah.
to see Zack Wheeler 98 miles per hour on the fastball, the ERA sub-2, and we've said this all season long. You imagine a division series with Sanchez and Wheeler, and you feel pretty darn good. A lot to like about the Phillies over the
That's
weekend.
why you would never given up on this team.
Never.
Maybe they did, and it's not a knock on Rob Thompson. He's one of the best baseball men we've had in the game in the last 20-some-odd years. And he will resurface. But it was time, obviously, for a new voice. I think it was more time to kick the players in the tush and say, hey, you watched a good man walk out the door, time to go. The only problem is I don't think the veterans ever doubted they would get hot. Once Wheeler has come back and now you put eyeballs on him yesterday, he's all the way back. So you got 2 of the top 5 pitchers in the game with Johan Duran on the back end of the bullpen and Bryce Harper, who was told he wasn't elite coming into the season, doing
like that.
elite things to go with Schwarber and Turner, and Stott's had a moment. So I want to dive in. The Phillies are going nowhere. 24 and 23, there's a lot of boards in this 3 tile. We're going to cook through this thing.
All right.
Let's go. Nays was on fire last night. The Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's feeling frisky, him and Savino. So, Wheeler's back in a big way. 8 punch-outs yesterday, 7 innings, and he does it with elite extension, elite fastball. But what I love about him, he's got elite command to go with it. So expected ERA leader since the start of 2025, the 2 dudes who locked horns yesterday. Paul Skeens at a 2.48 and Zack Wheeler at a 2.61. So I want to go through 3 quick at-bats, and what I want you to focus on is he never misses over the heart of the plate. He's able to elevate the heater whenever he wants. The location is impeccable, and it's wipeout stuff. So I want to take you through it real quick. Pause that. Run it back to where he catches that ball. I mean, you talk about paint and blacken it at 95, 97 miles an hour. And Brandon Lau's ready to go. He's been as hot a hitter as there is in a game. Nothing over the heart of the plate. Then change up away, calls it a split, and then we elevate the heater. Always knows he can pitch to his strengths and not necessarily the hitter's weaknesses. Again, elite command. Nothing is in the middle of that box. He's going to play the edges the entire time and eventually tunnel a breaking ball off a heater away and wipe out Spencer Horowitz right there. And then Jake Magnum, we're going 3 heaters elevated. You're going to be late. You're going to be late. I'm not deviating. Greg Maddux used to say, if you show me you can't do something, I'm going to keep going to the well until you prove to me you can. All right, elite fastball is back. Average fastball velocity comparison. 2025, he was sitting at 96. First 4 games back, he was at 94.7. Sunday, 96.3, topping out at like 97, 98. The sinker's back in play. Everything is starting to play up. And I want to show you a Cruz AB because he was throwing this wiffle ball cutter as well. Look at that. Top rail heater, splitter down and away, gets a call, and then a wipeout 2-seamer coming back. So just a ton of weapons for him to go to. And he knew, what I love about the greats, he knew who he was taking on, and he took it upon his shoulders to go out there and just be an absolute bulldog. But this is the stuff. I want you to dive in on this. Stuff plus leaders with location plus weaved in. So these are the guys with the nastiest stuff in the game. But look at the way Zack Wheeler, DeGrom, even Scooble, the location is on point as well. So Phillies are a problem. 24 and 23. I don't think the Braves are going to get out of their sight. Okay. We do the get-go every month at the start of the month, and in May I had Bryson Stott on there. I've always had a thing for Bryson Stott because I like guys where the game looks like it moves slow to him. He hasn't been his best version of himself, but he's starting to pop out of this. Let's get into Bryson Stott. Give him some love. And the reason I fell in love with him is because Philly thrust him into the postseason right out of the gate, and he had moments. He didn't hit a ton in the postseason, but here he is in 23, Game 2, set the place on fire, Citizens Bank, able to quiet it with a grand slam against the Marlins. He did the same thing against the Mets, Edwin Diaz. Huge moment, down 4-3, bottom 8th against Edwin Diaz. Nicky Castellanos scoring from first base right here. Get down. So if you can play in that environment in Philly, you got a slow heartbeat, okay? Throw in to boot fielding run value leaders at second base. We know Andres Jimenez and Nico, best in the business. But Bryson Stott, he shows up on this board. You want a good base runner? Give me the next board. Hot change me, Dev. Fangraphs base running runs leaders. Jose Ramirez is at the top. You know who else is on this board? Bryson Stott. So he can pick it at second. He runs the bases. The game moves slow to him. I don't need him to be an aircraft carrier offensively. I just can't have him going to tank. He broke out a little bit yesterday. He's been swinging a bat a little bit better in May. Heater up, gets another heater again, and absolutely does not miss it. Drives it in the gap. Nice piece of hitting. 2 extra base hits yesterday. He's going to get a split his next AB that he spits on to get 1-0, and he gets it again and absolutely destroys it to right field. Swings through that one. I'm going to get it again. Boom. Stay back a little bit and drive it out. I want to take a look at his side angle, see if he's doing anything a little bit differently now than he was in 23. Pause this. What I want you to focus on, stay with me here on the front hip. We talk so much. I was just talking about this with Austin Riley. Gaining ground off your backside. No. We want to sit into this back hip and stay behind the baseball. I want you to lock in. There's more for him to do here in 26 to stay back a little bit more. Focus on the front hip. Watch him stay in this door frame and turn. Now run it back and show it here and how he's just a little leaky forward. Just a little bit. There's more in the tank here. Gaining a little too much ground before he starts to turn. This swing's dangerous.
It's slight. It could make that big of a difference.
It's so super slight, but I'm telling you, the ball speeds up on you, Lauren. Your head moves, and you're just not able to deliver the barrel the way you want to. But take a look at this. All-encompassing game. He gives me give me 250 with 4 every month.
Sure.
Give me 250 with 18 to 20, 22, 23 bombs. Pick it, play D, do the whole skits. I'm in. Bryce and Stott. Okay. But the matchup we wanted to see, I mean, the big boys locked horns yesterday. Skeens against Harp. And Harp has been quietly having a monster year. So I'm going to take you through just the cat and mouse of Skeens and Harper right there. He's throwing this two-seam sinker in, and Nays was not a huge fan, and he loves him some Paul Skeens. So pause this real quick and bring up the board. All right. Coming back, Eric Nays, researcher to the Stars, Skeens was his guy. He said, D-Row, yesterday, for whatever reason, his best pitch is his four-seam heater. And he showed Bryce in that at-bat yesterday. Look at the sinker usage yesterday. For whatever reason, he went away from being a four-seam guy to the lefties and more of that sinker two-seam, and it eventually caught up to him with Bryce. So he gets the punch early, second at bat. Now Bryce is frustrated, right? He saw 5 or 6 pitches, so he's going to be aggressive his next time coming up. Paul knows it. Let's get back into the tape. First pitch swinging. Let me give him a little splinker change away. Let him roll it over. Now number 3 is red hot. Now he's all in. Watch this take. You think he's going? And he decides to throw a little sinker middle of the plate, and the greats, if you miss over the heart of the plate, that is a bomb. Anyone who's played in PNC knows for a lefty to go into the bullpen, you got to clip every stitch of that baseball to get it to that part of the yard. All right? Bryce Harper, last 6 seasons. Look at the OPS plus. Look at 2025 compared to 2026. I think we got a hot change right here, don't we?
Probably.
Yeah, we do. Look at Nays. Bryce Harper season stats, 559 slug, highest since when? Last at NL MVP in 2021. 155 OPS plus, highest since his MVP. 12 bombs, he's on pace for 41. Career low strikeout rate.
That looks elite to me.
I don't know.
And Gordon Gekko was correct.
Yeah.
For the month of May.
Now the Phillies, are back.
Hey.
Look at that.
One of my
Nays
favorite.
says he did not endorse this
One of my
photo,
favorite
but
pictures
he
of
needs
all
to frame
time.
it. Wow.
Skeens is a killer, getting ready. Right, he's doing his side session. Ride or die for life. Andy Pettit fought the wars with me. Judgy wanted to come out and see the process of Paul Skeens one day.
Oh, I have goosebumps.
And who's this handsome devil? That'd be Eric Nays, researcher to the Stars, making things happen. He's telling Skeens right there, don't throw the two-seamer, you should throw the four-seamer.
Nays said after that moment,
there you go, Nays.
Their only way to go is down. He said, I peaked.
Yeah. He was awesome.
Nays and Savino right there getting ready for the Knicks Cavaliers tomorrow
Savine's
night.
bought tickets. He's all set.
Yeah, Nays is going for game 2.
Yep.
The Phillies and Pirates will not meet again till June, so we have to wait for this matchup here. And this kid is very excited about it. You know, the score bug, the famous poop score bug.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a scam.
We're not into